Another way that you could make your head game much more memorable is by acting like the human ball stretcher. When your man tells you that he's about to come, because he needs to let you know that he's about to come, you could wrap your thumb and your index finger around the base of his trumpet to make a ring like this, and then squeeze firmly as he tries to come. Even if he goes, God forbid, I don't know why I keep saying this, but even if he goes out to cheat, he will know that what he can get for house is far more better than what he's looking for outside. For those of you who are not Nigerian, what I'm saying is that when he goes out to cheat, he will understand that nobody can give me so much attention or pay so much attention to my body like my wife. But there are some men who still, regardless of how good, how pro their wives are, it's just inside of them to cheat. Like, it's a spirit. But depending on what your man eats, your man shouldn't taste really bad, honestly. Stretch the balls. Ooh, my God. Try that tonight with your man. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence and I come with a lot of juicy content. So this is the concluding part of the video on how to give him brains like a pro. Now I want to introduce what I call the cock ring. Now these are super popular toys amongst men and it's for a good cause, okay? Now one of the most enjoyable aspects of this ring for your man is that it gives your man a new sensation entirely while he reaches his climax. By that I mean that it helps to keep things fresh, intense, and super impactful for him and for you as well. And if you don't have that toy, what I would advise you to do is that you could use your hands to make a human cock ring as he climaxes, so that you could allow him experience new sensations if he has never experienced it before. So this is how you do it. When your man tells you that he's about to come, because he needs to let you know that he's about to come, you could wrap your thumb and your index finger around the base of his trumpet to make a ring like this, and then squeeze firmly as he tries to come. Now you can apply a little bit of pressure when doing this, but also keep in mind that you don't have to apply too much pressure, because if you apply too much pressure, it's going to stop him from ejaculating altogether, and that would defeat the purpose. So to be clear, you will be squeezing your finger ring around the base of his joystick or his balls, and also you won't be jerking him off. All right, you just keep it there while he's trying to ejaculate or while he's ejaculating. You need to keep it in place, no jerking him off, none of that stuff. And need I let you know that figuring how much pressure your man would enjoy takes some level of practice. So make sure that you talk to your partner about what level of pressure he can endure or he likes, and get his feedback on your technique. And then again, you could also experiment with how many fingers you would like to wrap around his trumpet, depending on how you've practiced so well. Another way that you could make your head game much more memorable is by acting like the human ball stretcher. This is what I mean. It's somewhat similar to making a ring with your hand, but you could also make a ring with your index finger and your thumb on top of your man's balls. When you're blowing his trumpet, you could just place your hand, your index and your thumb around the top of his balls, and you're blowing his trumpet. Now when you feel that he's about to come, because you're going to feel him jerk, you're going to feel his joystick jerk, right? When you know that he's about to come and he's alerting you that he's about to come, what you need to do is to stretch the balls slowly but gently. Stretch, not so fast, because that place is very sensitive. You just stretch it slowly and gently while he's about to come. That would heighten his sensation. Ooh, my God. Try that tonight with your man. It would definitely intensify his orgasm. But make sure that you're not squeezing the balls. You're not squeezing them at all. What you're just doing is that you're stretching the balls from the top, or from the top of the balls, basically. For some guys, this dramatically intensifies their orgasm, while others, they just do not enjoy it as much. So always make sure to talk to your man and get his feedback on if he enjoys the technique that you're applying, or if you should just focus on other techniques that he likes in the future. Then lastly, let's talk about the finish line, because you can't just give good head without having to finish up well. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. That's what I believe. So if you've started a good job, make sure that you end the good job with great finishing. And the great finish line is, you know, whether to swallow or how to swallow and swallow well. If you're not swallowing, then how to spit and spit it well. So if you've successfully used all of the techniques that I have given you in my videos, my previous video and this video, then I think that you've built up the momentum to this point where he has come. All right. And the truth is, if you finished him off just right, just in the right way, then you can give him an orgasm that is so powerful that he will get amnesia. All right, and he will brag about it, brag about your blowing prowess to his friends. Because to be honest with you, men talk about it to their friends, especially if you're good. So while giving him a regular head, I'm assuming that you probably would just spit or swallow his load or finish him off with, you know, some hand job. But when you're blowing his joystick, right, I would like to think that you're putting on a performance for your man. You're trying to be his very own P-star. Do you get what I mean? So with this in mind, here are some few additional way or ideas that you could try when your man is climaxing or when he is climaxed, so that blowing his trumpet becomes a piece of performance. All right? Now, number one, you need to swallow with an attitude. If you're that type of woman who swallows, I know some of you can just swallow your man's load when he ejaculates, but to make it much more intense for him, you should try swallowing it like you haven't had a drop of water for weeks or for days, and you're desperate to have the load inside of you. The moment he climaxes and he explodes inside your mouth, you swallow it while you're still blowing for more. Like, it's as if you want to juice out everything. Because when your man sees how desperate you are for his wine, for his juice, that can seriously intensify his orgasm. I'm telling you, wallahi. Another powerful way that you could swallow your man's load after he finishes in your mouth is to first open your mouth and show him his juice before you then swallow it. Like, you know what I mean. I don't need to explain it any further. So that would let him know that you love him so much and you love his load. Because I'm assuming that it's not every guy that you do that with. All right. And not every woman is capable of swallowing. Not every woman likes the taste. Not every woman wants it to linger in their mouth. Some just spit, some just swallow without it even touching their tongue. So for you to even bring it out and play with it, lick your lips around, lick your lip with it, and then you swallow, showing him, it would drive him crazy. Are you okay? It will drive him mad. He will go bonkers. And I'm not lying. Try it. If you've never tried it before, try it. Do you know what that means? So after you swallow his load, lick your lips and ask him, when can I have some more? That would be mind-blowing for him, seeing that not every woman does that. Not every woman likes that taste. You can even make him give you facials with his juice, because I honestly think that letting your husband spill his tea on your face can be incredibly hot for both you and for both him. You can make it more intense by having him spill on your face, then collecting it on your fingers, and then just licking your fingers clean with it. Nasty, I know. I'm nasty. So, or if you're not into the whole drinking his tea, then you could just direct the facials. Like when he's about to spill, you could just take his trumpet into your hands. You could pull him out of your mouth. You could aim it on your face to give you facials. And another super erotic way to finish off your man when giving brains is to have him come on your twin towers or on your stomach or any other part of your body. And then you could start rubbing and massaging it around your twin tower, your tummy, whatever, you know, just putting on a show for your husband. You could even use it as a lube and start self-pleasuring with it, you know? I mean, the nastier, the better. You could also try snowballing. Snowballing can be the wildest, most intense experience of your man's life. Or maybe he may just vomit from it. Now, what I mean by snowball, to snowball your man, right? You need to hold his load in your mouth after he spills. And the next thing you do is you kiss and make out with him, sharing his juice with him sensually. You could sensually tongue and push it into his mouth. Let him feel it. It is his cum, so he should taste it. I mean, if he cannot taste his cum, then what the hell? What the hell? Now, if you struggle with the taste of this juice, you may not want to swallow, or maybe what you do is swallow it fast before it hits, your tongue, so that your tongue doesn't register its taste. But depending on what your man eats, your man shouldn't taste really bad, honestly. Women, we sort of taste salty. For the men, I think they taste metallic, all right? But however the case, I mean, you both love yourselves, so your taste, you should be familiar with your taste and get on with the business. Do you get? So that's how to finish up your man and make him go bonkers for you, make him see that, oh my God, even if he goes out, God forbid, I don't know why I keep saying this, but even if he goes out to cheat, he will know that, what he can get for house is far more better than what he's looking for outside. Do you understand? For those of you who are not Nigerians, what I'm saying is that when he goes out to cheat, he will understand that, nobody be like my wife for inside house. Nobody be like my wife for inside house. Nobody is like my wife in my house. Nobody can give me so much attention or pay so much attention to my body like my wife. But there are some men who still, regardless of how good, how pro their wives are, it's just inside of them to cheat. Like it's a spirit pushing them out of their houses to cheat. So these are just the things that you could do. But also remember that this is a tip of the iceberg to making your marriage, your relationship work. There are a whole lot of other things that can make your relationship work. And then it takes two to tangle. If one isn't putting in effort, then your effort will be wasted and it will be much more frustrating for you. I wish you all the best until I see you on my next episode. Now, if you do love my content, please do share. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet. If this is your first time, I welcome you into this family. What we talk about is juicy, delicious topics. Don't you forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, and I catch you when I catch you.